Good morning. I don't think we have a PA system this morning. The amplifier just went on us. So can you hear me? Yes. Well, I can hear you too, so we can communicate. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. If you find me slipping, well, it's Caravana weekend and my energy, I didn't do anything, but my energy is still like yours. So the lesson is the body temple. We live lives out of our bodies. And yet still, in the main, we treat our bodies very casually. We put into it a lot of substances that are not necessarily good for it. We don't drink enough water. We don't exercise enough. And as the body gets older, it begins to break down. And a lot of the stuff that has happened to us over the years accumulate. And the body experiences all sorts of things that are unlike its divine nature. Your body, Paul says, do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, and who you have received from God? Now take a look at this statement. Your body is like a temple, a building. And in this building, called my body, houses life. Spirit, an invisible substance that allows me to move, to live, and to be. This body can do nothing except life or spirit in this body causes it to move. There's another element to our being. Mind. M-I-N-D. Mind is the connecting link between life or spirit and the body. What you think causes spirit to act in and through your body. If you say, I want to go, spirit would enliven body to move. If you say, I want to sit, then spirit would enliven body to sit. If you say you just want to do nothing, spirit would enliven your body to do nothing. Everything that you do is done through the mind activating spirit to do the work. Jesus said, of myself I can do nothing. It is the Father or Spirit in me that does the work in and through me and for me. You see, a lot of us believe that we live a life independent from spirit, not realizing that spirit is the motivator of all action. And however we direct spirit, spirit does not question. Spirit does what our mind says to do. Therefore, each one of us is living a separate life with the same quality called life in a body. But we individually direct this spirit, this life, to do our bidding. Now, I hope you understand that we are threefold beings: spirit, mind or soul, and body. The body can do nothing unless the mind directs the body or directs the spirit to move the body. We get that? It's just like having a clock on the wall with no battery. The battery becomes the spiritual aspect that provides movement in the clock. We have to realize that your body manifests exactly what we are thinking inside. Your body tells the rest of the world who you are based on what actions you're taking, both verbally and non-verbally. So let's look at this. If mind is the important link between spirit and the movement of the body or the experiences in the body, then to change what's happening in the body, we must first begin with changing what's in the mind. This is not God, right? Is that nice? Yeah. Thank you. Excuse me? And thank you. Yes. So if we could change what's in the mind, then we can change what's happening in the body. This is the fundamental basis on which New Thought is based. New Thought suggests that as a man thinks, so is he. As you think in mind, you manifest. As you think, you bring about. And since each one of us are independent thinkers, each one of us will bring about what is happening in our life according to our understanding, according to our mental state. That mind can be trained. Mind can expand. Mind could come to know, because mind will eventually direct spirit in your body to act out the contents of your mind. We don't realize that it is important to know that what you think about yourself helps to build your body. What you think about yourself produces a body in accordance with the thoughts held in mind. That's how important your mind is. Your mind is the realm that converts spiritual ideas to thoughts or mental pictures that you alone can see. And from these pictures, you build your life, your world, and your affairs. What you see is uniquely yours. How you see is uniquely yours. I cannot see what you see. I cannot bring about what you can bring about through the contents of your mind. I want you to understand that very quickly. All of us has what we call a self-concept. We believe that we are the person we believe that we are. And some of us have trained our minds to believe that we are incompetent, we are small, we are lesser than everybody else, we are poor, we are sickly. And guess what? Check your body out and check your life out. If you condemn yourself in mind, you will condemn yourself in body, in the world of experience, and in your life. Your self-image is a picture you hold of you. And that picture presents itself through your body to the world. Sometimes we should take a look at our bodies as we interact with others. When we interact with some people who we feel are pleasing and nice, our body relaxes. When we interact with people we believe have more power than ourselves, our body becomes tense. Every word that we say is measured, and every movement we make has to be planned. Now, another thing about your mind is you don't realize that your mind controls your brain. And every thought that you think causes the brain to produce chemicals that will affect your body. Your mind triggers your body through the mind. The mind is the physical instrument through which all your desires come to your body. So every negative thought that you think, in the brain, it triggers electrical impulses that go down to every organ to manufacture whatever is needed in the body. Toxins or wonderful chemicals to help you grow and expand like endorphins. What you think about energizes or kills your body. That's how important your mind is to your body. What you think about or what you have inside of you will produce a likeness in and through your body. Your body, as Paul says, is the temple or the dwelling place of spirit. Spirit is life. Another word for spirit is we call God. But he also says that God provided us with spirit. He says here, whom you have received from God. So the very life in you is a gift from God to help you live. But how you live is dependent on the way you think. I want you to understand that. Your attitudes, the stuff in your head, will produce the behavior or the actions in your body. You know how sometimes, I remember my mom used to say every skin teeth is not a laugh. You know how sometimes we could pretend everything is okay, but a close look at your body suggests it's not, because you're uptight. Hello now. Your brow puckered. Your tension riddled. You're shifty. You're not at peace because the mind is not at peace. If the mind is not at peace, then the body can be at peace. You ever get restless in the night and you can't sleep and your body dancing to a beat that you can't hear? Well, what is it doing? It's the mind that is restless and the body cannot be at rest. That's how important attitudes are. A healthy, living with healthy, self-confident attitudes is the way to be. Who am I? Child of God. Who am I? The greatest thing in my life. Who am I? There is nobody in my life who is more important than I am. Therefore, I will not bow down to anybody. I will bow down to the Spirit of God in me. Knowing who you are and making it clear to yourself and to the world is the beginning of developing healthy, self-confident attitudes. When you realize that every human being that you will ever meet is the same spiritual entity God in man, operating out of a mind, then you don't have to bow down to anyone. You don't have to place anyone on a pedestal. You don't have to cow down to anybody. You could stand firm on your ground and speak eye to eye and not be ashamed, not be compromised, and just be you. Anytime you find yourself having to make adjustments for people, is because your self-esteem needs to be built up. That means you have to build new thoughts, have new beliefs about yourself. In all relationships, there is no right and there's no wrong. But you can examine your decisions by learning more and gaining more information, and you can change. But you're not changing for the other person. You are changing because your life is about growth and development. You were born as a child knowing nothing. And as we continue to grow, we get more information about ourselves. You know, there are a lot of young children who believe that they are no good, believe they are horrible, and believe that they'll never amount to anything. That's not true, because that's just belief. A belief is a thought pattern that I hold to be true. It's a subjective thing. It is not universal. So what you think about me or believe about me is not me. That's your thinking about me. Because I know who I am. I am God's gift to the world that I live in. I am precious. I am important because I have God in me, and I'm trying every minute of the day to express the goodness that is God that flows through me. These are the kind of attitudes that you have to develop. So you don't have to react to people. You know how sometimes we react to people and then we say what? Joyce got me mad. Don't look around. I'm talking, this is a high, I'm not talking about Joyce. It's just a name. Joyce got me mad. Joyce could never get you mad. Every time you get mad, you make a choice based on your belief system. And if you are secured in yourself, nobody on the outside could disturb your peace. You know that. Nobody can make you do anything unless you give them the power to control you. So learning to take control of yourself, this God-given right to be you, without making excuses for who you are, sets you free. Scripture says, you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. When you become acquainted with who you really are, a divine expression of the whole nature of God, independently able to manifest life according to the way you see it, and don't have to make excuses to anybody else, you are liberated. Once you are liberated and have these wonderful attitudes, beginning with the thoughts that you think about yourself, freedom begins to come. You know, every time you tense up your body, you restrict, life from expressing freely through you. Do you know that tension is the greatest killer? And when you get tensed up, what you do is you restrict the flow of blood, your nervous system gets restricted, and everything gets tight because you're in a prison. When you put yourself in this prison, what will happen? You're going to die in prison. You're not coming out. And you allow things on the outside to affect you so much that you believe that other people's thoughts are more important than yours. What do you think about yourself? What I now do is the best thing that I could do right now. Regardless of what you think about, I have to do what I think I should do now. You see, sometimes we sell out our decisions because somebody says that is wrong. Little children are like sponges. And we keep feeding negativity. A little child will pick up the phone. Put the phone down, that's bad. Do you realize that that statement will become part of a belief system? And for 50 years, 60 years, when that child sees a phone, he may use the phone, but there's apprehension, fear, self-doubt. Do you know how important your interaction with a child is? The child is father of the man. What we learn in childhood becomes part of our belief system that directs the flow of activity through our body, tightness and stiffness or relaxation. Attitudes. This body is so miraculously made, but it requires food that will burn as energy to help it do its work. Therefore, we need to be selective in what we eat. If we want to have a body that is going to produce quality, we got to do what? Eat quality. As it was in the beginning, so it is in the end. So if you eat junk, junk in, junk out. Just changing your attitudes about yourself will change the way you eat, will change what you eat, and will change you. Your body is a product of your mind. So if you change your mind, you change your body. What is the sense having life and can't live it because your body is dying, caused by you, not by anybody else? I think that is fascinating. That we, through lack of understanding of who we are, destroy this wonderful, miraculous temple that God has given us. We hold people in mind for 50 years with bitterness, resentment. And out of that, we eat the foods that help to perpetuate sickness and death. Just a shift in your thinking will cause a shift in your eating. When you realize how preciously made you are, you will not want to eat some of the things that you used to eat anymore. Is that right? We're just talking, it's conversation. You see, a lot of people live to go to heaven. But Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is in the midst of you. You got to find it by living it. How do you live it? By beginning to realize that whatever you think about affects the quality of your life. Do you exercise? Do you walk? Or the most exercise you do is lifting food from the table to the mouth? That's a good exercise, but one hand will get bigger than the other. So I hope you're changing from left to right and going. What I am saying, when you believe that you are this gift of God, this wonderfully made specimen of spirit, you will begin to do the things to keep this body up. Just like we come in here and we clean here and we paint here, you got to do that to your body by changing what you think about your body. Your body is so important that if you lose it, you're dead. And there is no recall. If it's made by Toyota, sometimes they have a recall because the brake parts don't work. But you are creating your body. You are destroying your body. Hello now. Ain't coming back. Jesus said, John 10:10, I came that you could have life and have it more abundantly. Well, I am giving you the path to abundant life. Knowing who you are and thinking thoughts that help uplift this magnificent image that you have about yourself, and then doing the things necessary like eating the right foods, exercising, instead of staying on the couch. Buy a bike. If you can't ride by moving, get a stationary one. Get out and do things instead of going home. And the only movement is the movement of the fingers as it moves over the top of the TV control. So your thumb is getting very big, but the other parts of you are suffering. Doesn't make sense. You've got to plan your life because this gift is so precious that you don't want to lose it. You want to live as long as possible and experience as much as possible in it by treating it well. Your body is the temple of spirit. All of God lives in you right now. All of God is in you. All of God is in you. Set your mind straight. Get to know who you are and start living. You know, if something is wrong with the body, there are people who have gone to school to study how your body functions. Go see them. Go to a doctor. And don't go with fear. Go with hope that you're going to live longer. And don't wait until the pain gets so severe that you can't move. As soon as it affects you, go check it out. You know, this thing about you're going to stay home and heal yourself, you're staying home and kill yourself. No, go check it out. If you're not feeling right in mind, there's specialists for that. If you're not feeling right in body, there's specialists for that. Wherever you are, these specialists represent opportunities to heal. Celebrate them. Go to them, talk to them. Don't let them talk to you and tell you what's wrong. You tell them what is happening in your body. Because your body is an instrument, and if it's not functioning well, something is wrong. Don't make excuses. And if they give you some little white stuff to take this stuff. Until you could work your mind that you don't have to take this stuff, take this stuff. Don't wait for God to come down to heal you. God is already in you as health. You are the one that is kind of causing the problems by short-circuiting the energy inside of you by what you're thinking and what you're doing with yourself. Healthcare is very important. Caring your body, caring your mind. The first thing is to care your mind. Get to know more about yourself. Get to know how important it is choosing the right material to read, to listen to. Draw on the information. This whole world today is a mass of information. Anything you want to know, you can know. Go out and read. Don't depend on CNN for your daily dose of information. No. There are other sources other than the media to help you, that you can deliberately go to a library and find out more about yourself. Just don't live because you have life. Don't just live because you have a body. Live because I am important, that God has placed itself in me because I'm important. And I want to live a quality of life. And I don't want to wait until it's too late. I want to do it when? Now. I want to start living now. I don't want to be dragging and being full of pain. I want to be on the go, trying to find contentment. It has been said that the ultimate goal in life is to find peace. What is peace? There's so many words that you could substitute, like happiness, contentment, fulfillment, success, having health, having abundance in all good things. Each one of us has that knowing and unknowing as a quest. All of us want to be happy. And everything we do in life is to come to a place where we could say, I could rest a bit and enjoy. If that is your quest, the only way to achieve it is to come to know yourself. Some of us in this quest become addicted to substances from the outside, to people, to situations. Some of us are unhappy in our jobs, but we still stay. That is an addiction caused by fear. When you don't know who you are, fear takes hold. And you begin to build all sorts of negative images of what could happen. When you start living knowing who you are, you energize the quality of faith and imagination to build inside this wonderful temple rooms of quietude, rooms of peace, rooms wherever you want to go, because in this, my body temple, are many, many mansions, many rooms, and I could go to any one at any time and find peace. Your mind is so important to your living. If you could change the contents of your mind, you will change the quality of your life. Life is for living. We shouldn't be talking about sickness and death. We should be talking about living, doing, moving, achieving, growing, expanding, becoming. That should be our quest. More to him who hath, more shall be given. To him who hath not, even that which he has is taken away. So if you have life and you use it to live more, you get more opportunity to live. But when you stay at home complaining and with bitterness, can't move, you die without the body dying. Mental death. Mental death is the greatest killer of most of us. It creates loneliness, separation from God. When we become lonely, we get depressed. We get frustrated. We don't enjoy life. We complain. And everything has a sour taste in our mouth. We can't eat the food and enjoy it. Because why? Our minds are full of bitterness, causing pain, causing suffering. Your ultimate quest is to find peace, to live life abundantly, not to be concerned about the next paycheck, not to be concerned about who likes you or don't like you, not to be concerned about whether it's going to snow or rain. If it snows, it snows. I have a snowsuit. If it rains, I have a rain gear. Whatever happens, my Heavenly Father will provide for me. This is a state of mind that brings relaxation and brings peace. When I know that wherever I am, God is with me, because God is within me as life, seeking to live, and I am the one stopping life from expressing itself fully through me. I now let go and let God. God bless.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in that sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, and that's how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, that's how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know it? Butterflies all having fun, oh, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, such a bold world for me. Who for me? Richard Whiteman, everyone. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, oh, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Well, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. I am feeling good. Thank you.